What is up, Pisces? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are timeless, so whenever you see this is when it's most meant for you. These are also general, so they don't resonate. That's perfectly fine. Please go ahead, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements on my channel. I am also open for personal readings and Reiki sessions. I'm a master Reiki practitioner, so if you want either of those, you can go ahead, book it down below. I also have a promo code linked down below in the description box. It is Lovers10. It is good through February 15th, 2021. Also, I'm doing a promotion on my Patreon channel. If you want a free 15-minute reading with me, sign up as a tier 2 or 3 patron and you will receive that promo. Other than that, like, share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And let's get into it. I kind of want to lower this music just a little bit. Okay. Just a tad. Didn't want it to be too loud. Pisces. Pisces, you have a lot of like upper chakra energy going on. I've actually been meditating for like 30 minutes before getting into my readings today, just because I really wanted to do you guys first, but there's been a lot of like heaviness in the headspace. So it's either that a lot of times people are like, my crown's open, my crown's open, my crown's open. And it's not that your crown's, yes, it's open, but it's also like overworked. And that can sometimes feel as if your crown is blocked, but it's just that it's overworked. It's been open too much. So you might not be fully coming back to body after your meditations, which is a really common theme that I've been talking about right now. So if you're having a lot of headaches, or you're really tired, or you have neck and shoulder pain, things of that nature, especially right at the base of your head, spiritual gateway chakra is right back there. So if you've recently gone through an awakening, or if you're having trouble sleeping at night, you're only remembering little bits of your dreams, not all of your dreams, those are some signs that you really need to work on grounding yourself a lot better and just give yourself some time to recalibrate with your own energy, okay? Let's get into it. Yeah, because I keep wanting to lower this music more and more, and when I'm really sensitive to sounds, when I tap into somebody's energy, because that music's actually really, really low, it's definitely an overworked crown chakra. It's overworked. I really want to, yeah, I guess we'll do Modern Witch Tarot. It's really calling me for you. Okay. I'm starting to want to use this deck again. There's something, either you've gone through a recent, okay, so we're picking up, oh wow, we got people just waking up. That's what's going on here. We have a group of the collective that is just recently waking up. Dixie baby, no. My dog wants out of the room. I'm not getting up now. Well, we're starting, we're in it. That's right, sit down. We got a group of the collective that's just now really waking up because we also have back pain. It's indicative of Kundalini for me. Kundalini, or a blocked sacral chakra for some of you. A blocked sacral chakra, lower back pain. So just be mindful of that. This deck, it's like one of the most difficult tarot decks in the world to shuffle. Okay. It's loud and it's stiff, but I love it. It's a great tarot deck. Pisces. I feel like interactions with other people, it's not that they've been strained lately. I feel like they've just been taking like really weird turns. I don't feel like there's been arguments with other people. It just feels like feels like things have been awkward. It's like an awkward energy. Like, why are things feeling different? It's because you're changing frequencies. Because you're going through this awakening, and as you start changing your frequency, as if you've been with me for a while, I call this tuning into a new radio station, right? So if you're at radio station 90, now you're tuning into 92.5. You're no longer resonating, right, tuned into radio station 90 with the people that listen to that radio station, because you're tuning into a new frequency, a higher frequency. You're no longer listening to the same music. Foundations, Four of Wands, relationships, commitments. This is a very common theme right now. Tell me more for Pisces. It doesn't feel bad. It feels like things are really taking a shift in these dynamics. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. These foundations are falling apart. Ten of Pentacles. They're no longer stable. Ten of Pentacles is legacy. There's the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. And it's almost like you're looking at these foundations. You're looking at these relationships, these jobs, these commitments that you've invested in. And it's kind of like, I don't understand why these aren't working anymore. Why aren't these going smoothly? Again, it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like anything has necessarily gone wrong. It's simply the fact that it's played its season. It's played out the time that it's needed to play out in your path. And the universe is kind of like, hey, this cycle's closed out. It's a 10. It's a cyclic energy. It's a Virgo energy, right? Four of Wands, Aries energy, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. A lot of Earth energy right here. And then we have the Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. I can't reiterate enough. It doesn't feel bad. For some of you, of course, you're going to be like, no, it feels horrible. Like this person is XYZ. Everybody's situation is going to be different. It's a general read. But I just say energetically with this, for majority of the collective, it feels very confusing. Like, I don't understand why I feel this urge to really walk away from this person, or why all of a sudden, like, I don't know, like I just feel really distant from this connection or from this job or from the situation that I used to be oh so devoted to, because it simply is not resonating with you anymore, because it's not meant to. So the universe is like, hey, it's your intuition hinting at you that it's time to walk away. There's a new cycle that's trying to make room to come in. Let's see what else we got for Pisces. I heard nothing else as soon as I asked. Yeah, Strength in reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Okay, so we're a little, it's like contemplating, but it's almost like second guessing your own intuition. Like, is it really done? Am I really going to have to walk away from this? Leo energy with the Strength card, Virgo energy, yeah. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse underneath that. Am I really going to have to let this go? Right? Really, really thinking about it, really contemplating, second guessing with Strength in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles is the surrender. It's letting go of the things that are most precious to you. Capricorn energy. Because part of you is like, well, this isn't fair. It's not fair. It's hard. It is hard, but that's Pluto and Capricorn. Capricorn is legacy. Pluto is death. It's transformation. Pluto's in Capricorn right now. It's time for things that are no longer stable foundations to fall away, right? That is what's going on right now in the collective. Thank you, transits, you beautiful planets, you, the things you do in our lives. It's wonderful. It's just wonderful. Okay. Let's clarify this bad boy. Why did I put gum in my mouth before this reading? I hate talking with gum in my mouth. Why did I do this? Not that you needed to know that, but hey, sharing is caring. Let's do Grand Lux Tarot, if I can get all the cards for it. There we go. I'm so sorry. I know this is loud. My nose ring just doesn't want to cooperate today. Wants to swing all over the place. I feel it. Okay. What's up with this other person involved, though? I feel the other person coming in now, which is weird because they're not showing up. They're not showing up. They don't feel bad. Some of you are like, yes, they do. Why do they feel younger? Why do they feel younger? What's up with these mommy dynamics? Like the parent-to-child dynamic when it's not a parent-to-child. Some of you it can be. Some of you it can be, of course, but it's like the roles. It's the roles in these dynamics. Keep hearing role reversal. I think it's understanding patterns that you might take on with not just partnerships, not talking romantic partnerships, but dynamics with people in general. If you tend to always take on the mother, father role with your friends or family members, or if you tend to take on the child role, right? Understanding that that creates a very unstable foundation. So let's look at this Four of Wands. Yeah, it's all about the balance. It's okay, so Spirit's literally talking about the balance of foundations. That's what the entire reading, this is the theme. It's the theme, right? It's the theme. That's what's going on here. The theme, the lesson, the purpose of this falling apart is because we need to understand that there is a theme about balance and dynamics, balance and foundations that needs to be learned, right? Six of Pentacles. It's the exchange of energy. It's the give and take, right? Am I giving to my detriment? Am I the one that invests too much? Do I take too much? Do I demand too much? Am I codependent? Strength in reverse, Three of Pentacles, Page of Swords. There's the child energy and Judgment in reverse. Yeah. So we have the mother, the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the child, the page. Maternal energy and the child. Mother to child dynamic. There it is. And it was the need to learn the lesson, the need to see the soul, right? This is patterns. This is patterns to me. Judgment, it's not seeing the pattern. That we keep rebuilding, that needing to understand, because Page is a student. Page is a student. Swords is intellect. The need to study and understand what we've been building and the fact that it hasn't been recognized, right? Because Judgment is about decisions. It's recognition. It's also the soul's calling. It's part of your path to see this, to walk beyond that border, right? It's time to cross that line where, oh, I get it now. Check. I've passed that checkpoint. I see it. I see what's held me back from. Strength is the checkpoint. It's embodying this higher version of yourself, that embodiment of your higher self. It's very confusing energy. It almost like makes me want to lose my words, because it's like this person has been beating their head against the wall, repeating the cycle over and over and over, playing this child energy. It almost, I feel bad saying this. It's almost like they're, I feel so bad saying this, expecting like people to hold their hand through everything and build everything like almost for them, but they view it as with them. But it's kind of like, let's say you're baking cookies in the kitchen and it's like, here, I'll show you how to do it. But instead of really walking them through it as they're pouring the mix in, as they're pouring the milk in, you're doing everything and they're just sitting there on the counter and they're like, ha, I got them doing all the work and I'm just gonna sit here and eat the cookies when it's done. It's kind of like that. And I think that this other person involved, this Queen of Pentacles, is realizing, damn, I perpetuated the cycle with this person and a lot of other people in my life, and I'm done with that. I think this person means a lot to them though, which is why it's so hard to walk away from it. Some of you, it's definitely a partnership, like a romantic partnership. Others of you, it's just dynamics in general. And it's kind of like, that's why I always end up hurt. That's why I always end up feeling neglected, feeling emotionally unsatisfied. So let's look at the Ten of Pentacles. Let's look at the outcome of these dynamics after we repeat this pattern so much. Because this Queen of Pentacles feels like it's not like the conscious thought of, well, I'm going to be like the mom because I want to be loved. That's not a conscious thought this person has. I think it's in their nature to be very maternal, to be very nurturing, to be very loving. But I also think that there's deeply rooted parts of them that want to be loved and nurtured in return that they might not consciously be aware of. It might be so suppressed that it's kind of like an afterthought of, oh dang, okay, subconsciously there's part of me that might be doing this because I actually want it as well. Like I'm giving because I do want to be given to a little bit too. And it's the need to accept that, to see that, right? And I think that's what this person is realizing, like, ooh, that is part of my shadow. And I am seeing that, I am accepting that. And that's why they're breaking this pattern, but that's a tough look in the mirror to go through. Yep, Queen of Cups in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. Because they're lacking self-love. Because they're lacking self-love. There's your Queen of Cups in reverse. Cancer energy, more maternal energy, very intuitive energy. Not wanting to see the truth that emotionally they're lacking the love for themselves. And that's why there's this imbalance in their dynamics with other people. There's a Queen of Pentacles, validation for me as a reader, followed by the Magician in reverse, and misuse of their true power, a misuse of their authentic true self. They have the ability to be a very stable, very loving, very perfect partner, perfect divine feminine energy, but they're misusing their power with Magician in reverse. There's a lack of self-love, a lack of self-care, so they give so much of themselves to others because part of them is craving to be given to in that sense in return, right? And they're seeing that now. They're seeing that, they're understanding that, they're learning that, so they're withdrawing from these dynamics to heal that part of themselves, which is amazing. But that is something that, like, that's a hard thing to accept at the same time, right? But they're doing it, which is the first step in that healing process. So let's look at the Queen. Taking a step back of like, hot damn, I've been sabotaging myself. I'm no longer going to do that anymore. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. 10 of Wands, closing out the cycle. And the Knight of Pentacles. I'm no longer going to invest in things that are not going to bring me stability, that are not going to bring me happiness, that are only burdens and heaviness. I'm no longer going to do that to myself. Beautiful. What's that bring in? An Ace of frickin' Pentacles. A long-term stable foundation, something that's going to lead to a true 10 of Pentacles, a legacy, something that's tangible. It's a pentacle. It's not a cup, a sword, or a wand. It's not emotions, passions, or intellect. It is something in the physical, in the 5D. I'm not going to say 3D because we're not in the 3D anymore. In the 5D, it's something that you can touch. They're creating this new reality for themselves because they're doing this healing. They're creating a new life, new foundation, a new 4 of Wands, a new 10 of Pentacles for themselves. Beautiful. Because they see the pattern now and they understand it and they're integrating. This is literally what shadow work is. Identifying what your own flaws or things you don't want to see about yourself or accept about yourself are, accepting them, closing out that cycle, and doing the work to heal it so you can have something that is healthy and balanced for yourself. And as well, for the people around you in your life that you interact with, right? Let's look at Strength in reverse. I feel like this is the insecurities. It feels like a little bit of self-doubt about the new cycle. Yeah, about the new cycle. Beautiful. It makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. It's the doubt about being able to create this new cycle with the new energy that you've embodied. Because the Queen of Swords in reverse, we manifest from our feminine. So here's the doubt, right? The mind, swords, intellect, your thought, right? Your feminine manifests. It's where you bring manifestation from. Feminine energy. Your masculine brings things into the physical. Look who's the masculine. The King of Pentacles. So there's doubt that you can create ideas of your new reality. What do I want to manifest? Who do I want to be? Queen of Swords. Overthinking it a little too much. And that's going to create doubt in the masculine energy of how do I build it? How do I take these steps? That's why Strength's in reverse. This doubt about the what? Ace of Wands in reverse, this new foundation you want to build. Why? Because your soul is pushing you with this childlike curiosity, Page of Wands, to create a new 4 of Wands energy. And that's why we go into this deep solitude. Why? Because now we've surrendered and we let things go. Hand down. So let's see what you're thinking about. I think there's a little bit like an 8 of Swords analysis paralysis of like, what do I create for myself now? Don't do that to yourself. You just close out a massive cycle. And when you close out really big cycles, the universe is going to put you in a hangman energy for a little bit. You're not going to immediately be thrown into an Ace of Pentacles when you close out a 10. Because you're going to change your frequency. You're no longer a Queen of Cups in reverse. You're healing this part of yourself. So you're tuning into a new radio station. But mind you, when you're tuning out of radio station 90 into radio station 92, there's a bit of static in between, isn't there, right? That's the hangman. That's the in-between. You're going to be in the in-between for a little bit, and that's okay. This is the in-between. You need to accept the in-between for a short amount of time before you jump into the Ace of Pentacles. So don't get into analysis paralysis energy. Be patient and kind with yourself. It's not going to happen overnight. Let's look at the Hermit. 8 of Wands. Yeah, rushing the process. Stop rushing. Chill out, Cub Scout. All in divine time. All in divine time. Tower. Yeah, rushing the process. Aries, Mars, Scorpio. You're trying to rush through this transformation. Be patient and kind with yourself. Ask yourself why. Okay, this is like literally you being all like, well, I need to be here by this date at this time, but you set that bar. You're setting that bar. You're setting that expectation. So guess who can also move that bar to a later date and time? You can. You can move that bar because you're the one who's setting it. Stop setting a bar. Just get rid of it. Bink. Bye, bar. We don't need to set a bar. We don't need to set a caliber to reach. We don't need to set anything. You can just stay in the present moment. That's your feminine energy. When you are in the present and you realize that time is fluid, there is no past, there is no present, there is only the eternal now, and everything is moving at the same time, right? That is when you're going to really become a master manifester, because you realize that you are a magnet. That's your feminine. When you're in the present and you work from a frequency of gratitude and you work from a frequency of the eternal now in this moment, that's how you're going to attract things much faster. That's how you're going to attract things that are of your highest good as well. But if you're always focused on where you need to be and how you're going to get there, in what time, in what place, and what's it going to look like, that expectation, that attachment, you're squeezing a sponge too tight. And when you squeeze a sponge, it never expands back to its original form. Okay? You need to let go. Let it expand, and it will be fine. It will be in its form that it needs to most be in. But this is you overthinking the transformation. Let's get any final advice for Pisces on the Hermit. One last card. Ace of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there needs to be more diligence, more emphasis on self-care and what your heart really wants. There's too much logic, too much fire, too much passion, too much drive going on. There needs to be more compassion. There needs to be more delicate energy given to yourself in the process of this healing. There's a lot of wands and a lot of practicality. That's a lot of fire, it's a lot of earth, it's a lot of wanting to build. There needs to be more cups, there needs to be more water. There's a lot of head and soul energy, which is fabulous, but you need to have heart energy to really open up the heart space, because you manifest from emotion. You bring in these new cycles from emotion. Work on the emotions. Okay? You're water. You are water. That is your energy. Embody your energy. Because remember, this is the current energy that you're in. You're out of your power. Spirit's asking you to be in your natural habitat, which is Queen of Cups energy, water energy, right? You're not using your highest potential. You're sitting in a lot of earth. Tap into your natural energy. Water, my dear. Okay, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe. If you want a personal reading, go ahead. Feel free to use the promo code LOVERS10 for 10% off all my services now through February 15th for Valentine's Day. And if you want to join Patreon for a free 15-minute reading, that is good for tier 2 and 3 brand new patrons or upgraded patrons only. And it is good through February 15th as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.